I'm so happy that you're back, LT. We missed you.
Oh, we did, man. Hey, don't you ever do that to me. You can't leave me with him, man.
I got you, man.
Something wrong with him, man.
What y'all did, man?
Something wrong with him. Don't you ever leave me like that.
Yeah.
I already know what happened.
You already know how he acts. Can't take him nowhere.
I just want to know where the weight room is. Where were you, like, doing push-ups before you came out
I
here?
saw him doing some dips on the toilet earlier. I said, "What?"
Hey, man, what's wrong with you?
When I dip, you dip, you dip.
He on the toilet like get right for skip the ball.
Well, we know the
Think about
Saints and
Skip right now,
Vikings were doing a lot of dips and a lot of curls before this one because it was a rematch of you-know-what, the
There
NFC
you go.
Divisional Championship
There go that
game.
man.
And flashback, for those of you that don't remember, the miracle in Minneapolis.
That happened last year?
That was just last year,
One of
yes.
the greatest plays in football history.
The unbelievable 287 days have passed. Different quarterback for the Vikings. No more Case Keenum. You now have your first cousin, Shannon.
Not tonight.
That's Shannon's guy.
Call him 84.
Adam Thielen lined up against P.J. Williams.
I got a feeling
And
that
I
the
like
night's
that.
gonna be a good
Yeah, did you
night.
just come up with that?
I got a feeling. Hey, that kid right there is one of the best in the game.
Just lost that thing.
2 plays later,
Look at the matchup. Why you think we
Stephon
highlight?
Diggs lines up,
They have 2-1s, man.
beating
my
P.J. Williams again. You got to call your boy, Dion.
They have 2-1. They have two. What that means is they have 2 number 1 receivers.
Both of them
Great.
went over 100 tonight. 4 plays later, 4th and goal. Kirk Cousins. It's Diggs.
See, I love that play design. Rolling to his left, throwing across his body, hitting Diggs for the big
What's that, the
touchdown.
Fred Sanford? That's the big one.
Second quarter. Vikings possession. Cousins throws. Whoop. Incomplete.
Hold it.
Good
Flag.
play.
Yep.
Man, they need Patrick Peterson so bad.
Stop.
I'm just letting you know. What
Say he
Arizona
ain't
doing
going
with
nowhere,
it?
Vikings
man.
get the ball
What is Arizona
on
doing
the
with it?
Saints
Say he
one,
had
and
He lied.
you like that
He
move,
lied.
LT?
Like I was happy. Not in the
Latavius
first
Murray,
time.
1 yard out.
That's what he do.
Later in the second,
Bang it in there.
Saints ball trailing 13-10. Drew Brees throws to you-know-who, Michael Thomas. Intercepted by Harrison Smith. His first interception of the season
That was from
Wow.
a pass rush. That's
after
a good pass rush.
232 attempts.
And after this interception, it looks like Minnesota's going to take control of the ball game. But a funny thing happens.
Let's go with
Change
it.
the game, Shannon?
This
Completely
all the
changed the
momentum
ball
change.
game.
Yep.
Let's go with it. Set it up, cut it back, slice it. Now hit it, hit it, hit it. He's supposed to hit it right there.
That was fast as he can go, Ty.
He can run now. I like it.
I feel you, Thielen.
What you doing, man? Don't you know they trying to cut you? Go up throwing your helmet.
That was Diggs.
No, that was
No one
Diggs.
did. That wasn't
Alvin
Diggs. That was
Kamara
Diggs.
rushes
That
it
was
in.
11.
1 yard score. Saints leading this one
I'm sorry.
17-13.
Diggs.
Third quarter we go. Vikings ball trailing 2013. Kirk
This is man
Cousins
coverage on the shallow cross. You cannot stop
throws
Stephon
to
Diggs.
Diggs and
This
intercepted.
is a man route. You continue to run. You can't do this to your quarterback. Now
Right.
everybody's gonna say, look at Cousins threw an interception. But he threw it because Stephon Diggs pulled up on the route.
Was you that passionate for Eli?
Missed on. Eli should be
We'll
put
get
on
to that later.
You want to
Fourth
explain the
quarter.
whole thing when it comes to Cousins.
Vikings ball trailing 30-13.
That's something else, man.
Cousins,
Hey, let
Thielen.
me tell you
Hey,
something, man.
this was a great route, though.
This kid here can get off the jam. You can play outside, inside.
8 straight game with 100 yards receiving, tying Calvin
Please show this.
Johnson.
Look at the route.
5 plays later.
Man, that man got kids. That man got kids.
That's why he's so good, man.
In the end,
so
Saints win
different.
this one 30-20. Dominant performance by the Saints.
Yes.
Shannon, what's your takeaway in this one?
Saints are more physical than I thought. Now, P.J. Williams is going to be a problem because as they get to the playoffs, and I believe they will make the playoffs, these teams have very good receivers, and he's the weak link. Lattimore was Defensive Rookie of the Year last year. He's solid. But there are other corners.
Haven't I been saying that from
You've been
week one?
saying that, yeah.
So that's why I wanted the trade, but I want some peas and they go get me an apple.
Right now,
I didn't say that.
Granny Smith
I
out.
didn't say that.
Come on now.
But I'm serious. That wasn't the move to make. They
No.
made the right move, but not
No, they
that
got the
one.
right position.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, right
but not
position.
that one. Not that
But
one.
the wrong guy.
No.
No.
So there's nothing. So what do you do then?
Well, they got Marcus Davenport last year in the first round. He paid dividends to
Yeah.
that. And if you don't got a good corner, You create the pass rush. They got two good pass rushes now, Cam Jordan and this kid.
Yes.
Those two together, that's going to help that secondary a little bit. So I think they'll be okay.
Concerned?
This guy's coming on. Marcus Davenport is becoming a beast.
Do you think the Saints could score 20, 30 points with Drew Brees only throwing for less than 150 yards and one touchdown? You'd have never dreamed of a day happening like that.
Well, this is the Saints' defense that we saw last year.
Yeah.
That provoked turnovers, that got in the red zone and made it happen. But still, this team, to me, is hurting in the secondary in the long run. What are we looking at? The Rams, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's who they're going to have to deal with.
Yeah, because you got to deal with Cooks and Kupp and Woods.
Yes, Lord.
Any reason to be concerned if you're Minnesota?
Yes, because they exploited some holes. The thing about Minnesota, why aren't they running LT? Why won't they just continuously run the football? At least take some of the pressure off Cousins. Take some of the pressure off Cousins. It seems like they're not committed to the run.
Right, they're not. Because they got that shiny new toy. You know, they paid him $84 million, and when you pay a quarterback that type of money, you're going to.
I ain't paying you to hand the ball off.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he did the quarterback sneak. How'd that work out?
I'm just telling you, if you pay a guy, you pay a guy $28 million per year, fully guaranteed, you're not paying him that kind of money to turn around and hand the ball off.
I know Max Zimmer, man.
Yeah.
I guarantee he's hot and he's cussing right now because that's not what he believes in. He believes in running the football, playing some solid defense, provoking turnovers.
Right.
It's no way that you could continuously negate the run when you got to run to keep that defense off the
field. They got to
field.
listen to him now because it's showing. It's showing that they just can't rely on Kirk Cousins. They're going to have to run the ball. Last year, they got it going with Dalvin Cook.
Right.
They need this kid back in the game.
That was a great NFC matchup. There was another one happening in Los Angeles today. Packers, Rams. Rams trailed 10-0 early, but managed to stuff Aaron Jones in the end zone for a safety.
Why would you even run that play, man? You know what they got up in there. They got them two horses in the middle.
Well, 2 points would make a difference in this one. Todd Gurley had himself another big day, you guys.
LT gonna get your record.
Including. Shannon, are you talking trash to your boy?
He's supposed to have another touchdown today, LT. He's safe.
Packers trailing 26-20 in the fourth. Aaron Rodgers. 40-yard touchdown. Packers take the lead 27-26.
It's amazing how Aaron Rodgers used new receivers, and he just acts like he's been working with them forever.
Yeah, and get open, and he's going to find you.
Greg Zuerlein converts on a 34-yard field goal to give the Rams a 29-27 lead with 2 minutes left. But you got 2 minutes, and you've got Aaron Rodgers, so plenty of time, right? Well, plenty of time if you give him the ball. Ty Montgomery fumbles.
In the mouth, man.
But why would he run? First of all, Ty, why would you run it out?
Well, we're going to get into all that in 1 second. So here's your final numbers for Rodgers and Goff. Pretty close in completions, passing yards, but the big difference was touchdowns, just one for Rodgers, while Goff threw 3. Here is what he had to say at the podium after the victory.
We rely on each other, and today, we really leaned heavy on the defense, and they came up huge for us. Aaron again is just playing at an insanely high level right now, and just being able to lean on all those guys at every position over there, and lean on special teams, and then in the flip side, they're leaning on us at times, and that's the way you want your team to be built, and up to this point, we've been that way.
Playing complementary football, offense, defense, special teams, all 3 phases, having to come through and make plays that were instrumental for the outcome. Really proud of our team today, and coaches did an excellent job, and really, hats off to Coach McCarthy and his staff and their players. That's an excellent team right there, and that was a really hard-fought win. And, we got a lot of things we can learn from it, but we'll certainly take it, and it was great by our players today.
Yeah, we're 8 weeks in. We got 9 to go. We're in a tough stretch right now, playing a bunch of division winners, and we got to find a way to win a game on the road. We're 0-3 on the road. We're 3-0-1 at home. So we know we're tough to beat at home. Now we know we can play with anybody, if we didn't know that already. So we got to go to New England and beat a really good football team.
Go to New England and beat a really good football team. Let's go back, Shannon, to your point that Ty Montgomery should have never even taken that thing out of the end zone.
No, why would you do that? Because let's just say for the sake of argument, more times than not, you're going to run the ball back to the 20, 25 or the 30-yard line. You're going to run 10 seconds off the clock. Time is your enemy. You want to save as much time as you possibly can because you look at what Aaron has done the last 2 drives. He's dealing. He's feeling. All you need is a field goal to win the game. Why would you try to be a hero in that situation and bring the ball out? He should have never done. If you look at, that's the difference between Coach Belichick and Mike McCarthy. If you look at, there were a couple of years ago, I think it was about 3 years ago, The New England Patriots are in a very similar situation. The Giants had just scored a touchdown to take a 1-point lead. They kick the ball off. The guy doesn't bring it out. Tom Brady goes down. They kick a walk-off field goal. That's coaching. Some things you just, look, leave it in there. We have Aaron Rodgers. We don't need anything for you to be special. I want Aaron to at least have a chance. If he doesn't succeed, so be it. But don't fumble the ball in that spot, Ty. You just leave it in there. Try to be a hero. Try to be a hero.
So Mike McCarthy got to control that situation?
Sometimes you got to go to him and tell him over again, hey, don't bring it out. Don't bring it out.
Okay, the Packers got off to an early start in this one. Their defense looked great. What was your takeaway, Dion, when you watched this game, especially in the first half, when you saw what the Packers were able to do on the road?
Think that the Green Bay Packers would be in this game, period. I didn't think they had the defense. I didn't think they had the offense. I didn't think they could run the ball. I knew they could throw, but I didn't think it was sustainable. They exposed the secondary of the Rams as well. Even with that vaunted pass rush, they need a key to lead, needs to get back because he's proven his worth. But as for Green Bay, I really do feel like if they could ramble off some wins, they're going to get their butt kicked this weekend by Tom Brady and them. But if they could get some wins and get into the playoffs, anything is possible.
Nobody's running off with their division,
True.
so they're going to be
That's what I'm saying. Anything is possible if they could get in there because they showed me that they could compete with the best team.
It also looked like a home game. You see how many Packers fans were there?
Yeah.
There was no issue for Aaron at the line of scrimmage.
I saw something I'd never seen before. I'd never seen the opposing team quarterback tell the crowd to get up.
Right?
I'm like, are we in Green Bay or are we in the Rams?
Totally. There was no problem with his play calling.
Regular checks.
He's like, get it up. I'm like, you do know, this is the Rams stadium.
No. You know this L.A., right?
Yes.
You know they don't really care.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of sports going on in L.A., which, by the way, sorry to the Dodgers who lost, but congratulations to the Red Sox. I digress. When you look back at this Rams team, so you look at their schedule, their next 4 games, you got at the Saints, Seahawks versus the Chiefs, and then at the Dolphins. Where's their first loss coming? You still think it's the Saints?
This is going to be their biggest test. The Saints, no joke. Like, they showed me a lot today by going to Minnesota and winning. And we all know how hard it is to win in the Superdome. I think this is going to be their first loss because that atmosphere, you got to go through it in order to know how to deal with it. First time going through it with these young guys, it's going to be tough.
And the Saints can run.
Yeah.
They can run the football. They can keep that high-powered offense on the sideline. They can run the football and eat up their clock.
And they can do something which they showed today,